Good morning, Ekoji.
Good morning.
Welcome to our Sunday morning service. My name is Ed Sands, and I will be your service chairperson today. We are grateful for your presence. Today's service is being live streamed on Zoom and YouTube. If you're new to Ekoji, you'll find in the back of each seat pocket this laminated guide, which will help you through the service and answer many questions you may have regarding your service orders, as well as the history and the essentials of Shin Buddhism. Our main priority is keeping our Sangha a safe place to hear the Dharma. Although we are very happy to see each other, please be mindful of others' comfort levels in terms of safe distancing. Please keep in mind the following policies. Please keep your masks on at all times. Thank you for your understanding. On the 19th today is our resident minister, Reverend Nariaki Hayashi. Joining him is certified assistant Bob Shimokachi. Reverend Hayashi will now lead us in opening meditation and recitation of the Nembutsu.
Meditation provides a cause that prepares our mind to receive the Dharma, such as teachings. Please place your hands on your lap, lower your head slightly, close your eyes, and release tension for meditation.
Please find the laminated sheet in the service book in the back of the seat pockets. And we will now sing the Vandana Tisarana, the three refuges. Please rise.
Exalted One, the enlightened One, the supremely awakened One. Buddham Saranam Gacchami, Dhammam Saranam Gacchami, Sangham Saranam Gacchami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dhamma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance.
Please be seated. Please turn to page 39 in the service book, and we will now chant a Juseke. This morning's Dharma message will be given by Reverend Clash.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome to our Sunday Dharma service, and happy Father's Day. So, the other day, I was asked a question whether one should follow a single path in Buddhism or the variety of many different paths. And this is something I actually talked a few years ago, but today I want to give you my personal thoughts on this issue, single path or multiple path. So as you know, there are many streams and denominations among Buddhism, and the three major streams are Mahayana, Theravada, and Vajrayana. But for example, in the Mahayana stream, there is also different school, or you could say path. So there's a Zen path, and in that Zen path, there's like Rinzai Zen, Soto Zen, and other Zen, Ogaku Zen. And there's also what's called the Pure Land path. And our denomination, Shin Buddhism, is part of that Pure Land path, along with Jodoshu and Ikoshu. So there's other denominations within that Pure Land path. And as all sects and denominations of Buddhism seeks the truth of enlightenment, I think they are all equally valid. So the question is not whether one path is better than another, but rather it is whether to focus on one path or a combination of many others. The late Reverend Honda once shared a story in his book that may be relevant to this question. It's a story of a hungry donkey. So the story goes as a hungry donkey came across two piles of hay while walking down a country road. One pile of hay sat on the left side of the road, and the other pile of hay was on the right side. And there was a distance between two piles. The two piles of hay were about equal in size, and to the donkey, this meant equally tasty. As the hay piles were on opposite sides, he would have to choose between them. After a quick glance, the donkey thought the piles of hay on the left looked larger, so he started in that direction. Then, turning his nose to the right and sniffing, the donkey thought, yeah, but that pile on the right side might be the tastier one. So the donkey changed his course and instead headed in the other direction. After a few steps towards the hay pile on the right, the donkey again changed his mind. In fact, the donkey couldn't make up his mind. So again, he went to left, and again, he turned to right. After so many turns in each direction, the donkey's legs collapsed under him. It was long going after that the hungry donkey died from hunger right between the two piles of hay. So this is a problem with having many paths. Each path has so much to recommend that one can keep going from one to the other and back again, so that one gets nowhere, like the donkey in the story. To avoid getting lost, it will seem one should take a single path. As for me, the single path is Shin Buddhism. That's why I'm the minister. The reason why I take this path is because I can take no other. I cannot take other. In this regard, I want to paraphrase the words of Honen, who is the teacher of the founder of the denomination, Shin. So Honen said, if the Pure Land path required us to create Buddha statues and to build Buddhist monuments, the poor and destitute would surely have no hope of enlightenment. But the fact is that the rich and high-born are few, while the poor and low-born are exceedingly many. If the Pure Land path required us to have wisdom and intelligence, the dull and foolish would have no hope of enlightenment. But the fact is that the wise are few and the foolish are very numerous. Again, if the Pure Land path required us to hear and understand many teachings, Those who have heard and understood little would surely have no hope of enlightenment. But the fact is that those who have heard much are few, and those who have heard little are very many. Further, if the Pure Land path required us to observe the precepts and abide by the monastic rules, those who have broken the precepts and those who have never undertaken them would surely have no hope of enlightenment. But the fact is that those who observe the precepts are few, while those who have broken them are exceedingly many. I'm not rich, I'm not wise, and I try to study a lot about Buddhism, teaching of Buddhism, but there's so much more that I have to learn. Among the precepts and monastic rules are abstinence from eating beef, drinking, and having a family. Actually, it's too late for me because I have a son, and I had a cup of wine with my pepperoni pizza last night. For this reason, I am on the path, on this Pure Land path, because it understands human condition so well, and is so well adapted to it. For this reason, this Pure Land path has lasted over centuries. No matter how societies change, for the basic nature of human being is always the same. This is why I follow this Pure Land path. This is why I follow Shin Buddhism. So being a minister does not mean I'm superior than you. It doesn't mean that I know better than you. And it obviously doesn't mean I'm holier than you. On this role, it's just ordinary being. The teaching, this path of Pure Land path, the teaching of Shin Buddhism, does not require us to leave the secular world, enter a monastery. It does not require us to, make sacrifice or require us to perform complicated rituals perfectly without making any mistakes. This Pure Land path only requires to listen and to reflect. Listen and reflect. And be the way we are. You don't have to be perfect. This is what I can do. What I can do, you all can do. Please join me in Lesho. Thumbs together. By reciting the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, we are reminded what makes our individual lives even more meaningful, and we are also reminded the Dharma in times of need. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
It is now time for the ritual of Ashoka, the burning of incense. This is a time to quietly contemplate and reflect on the impermanence of life. Ashoka involves throwing incense from a shared bowl, and we understand that individual comfort levels may differ. We offer this option to those who are comfortable doing so, but note that the ritual is not required. We invite you to come forward to the front table to offer gasho. And should you wish, place an dana, which is our offering of gratitude to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha in the bowl on the table. Dana is selfless giving and is used to support Ekoji's facilities, temple materials, our service folks, and important programs and activities. To gasho is to place our palms together through the circle of beads and our instrument, and is an expression of gratitude. By doing this, we welcome into ourselves the three benefits, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. If you are new and would like to participate but feel unsure about the steps involved, a Sangha member, Eric Ishii in the back, in a white shirt, wearing an okesa, will be available to help you and walk you through the process. Please approach mindfully, and once finished, please return to your seats via the side aisles where we have placed sanitizer on both the right and the left. Thank you. Closing meditation and recitation of the nebulous.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Time for announcements. Weekly meditation continues on Thursday evenings at 7:30 p.m. here in the Hondo, hosted by Frank Swithers and Roger Scott. Come as you are. Join our Dharma discussion group following this service. To participate, simply pull up a chair over by the computer. Saturday, July the 9th is a vote, and we need a minimum of 100 volunteers. Please take your time and your guidance by visiting Ekoji.org, where you can find a link to the sign-up page. Saturday, June the 25th at 10 a.m. We need a lot of different hands to help put up the stage and clean the tents for a boat. It's a very important task, and the more volunteers we get, the better. Thank you. Sunday, June 26th and July the 3rd at 1 p.m., we will have a bone dance rehearsal. If you're interested in learning the dances, please join us at Ekoji for these practices. We will record the session for those who would like to practice at home. And on Sunday, June the 26th at 2 p.m., we will have a Buddhist movie discussion group, and all are welcome to join the conversation surrounding the documentary Wheel of Time, which is found free on Tubi streaming service. This will be held in the Ekoji Zoom room. Also, you can order a memorial candle for your loved ones to pass on, which will be placed in the garden for the candlelight service, which concludes the Obon Festival. Just visit ekoji.org and find the link on the first page. On Sunday, July the 10th at 11 a.m., Ekoji will conduct a hybrid Obon and Hatsubo memorial service for our loved ones who have passed away since the last Obon in 2021. This is a special time to light a memorial candle during the Hatsubo service. If you have lost a loved one, a dear friend, or family member during the past year and would like to participate in the Hatsubo service, please either email ekoji.info@gmail.com by July the 5th or complete the registration form online at ekoji.org. We will need you to provide the name of the deceased, the date of death, your name and relationship to the deceased, and your email and phone number, and whether or not you will be able to attend the service on July the 10th. If you are unable to attend, we will have a Sangha member light the memorial candle for you. Your loved one doesn't have to be a member of Ekoji or even a Buddhist, for Amita's great vow of oneness with the universal truth includes all sentient beings. Our minister's assistants, and lay leaders will be available to answer any questions you may have about the service or Shin Buddhism. They will be present in the foyer following our conclusion. Please feel free to approach them. Thank you.
Namo Amida Butsu.
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 Ed?
Yes. Oh, desserts. I forgot the most important thing.
Good morning, everyone. I'll just detain you for a moment longer. My name is Pilar. It's my pleasure this year to serve as the chair of the Dessert Hall Committee for Obon. For those of you who have not been to a prior Obon festival here at Ekoji, the Dessert Hall is where we open up the Sangha Hall in the Tsuji Center, and we sell desserts for the attendees at the festival. It is usually wildly popular. We normally sell out, and it raises a lot of money for the Sangha. I appreciate so much the volunteers who have come forward and signed up to make desserts and donate them for the dessert hall. We need about 25 more people to sign up to make and bring desserts for us to divide and sell for Obon. There are recipes and sign-up sheets out on the table in the foyer. Also, if you get the Ekoji Gift of Light email, there's a link to ekoji.org where you can email me and let me know what you would like to prepare. The recipes are also available online, and you are not limited to those recipes. If you have a favorite family dessert that you would like to donate, all we ask is that you let us know what the ingredients are so we can notify people who may have food sensitivities or allergies. And thank you also to everyone who has stepped up and volunteered to work in the dessert hall. We'll be reaching out shortly to let you know about shifts and duties. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.